Chris the Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, so Dillian Whyte via his, I believe it was Instagram, he came out and said he will be back May 27th. Now, on February 3rd, I also came out with a video informing you guys that Dillian Whyte was going to be back June 3rd, okay? So I guess it's May 27th now is the new date. And all this information, I always get it from Dillian Whyte himself via his social media platform, his Instagram account. You know, so he says May 27th, and he says that when he gets in the ring, he will have had a 10-week camp to prepare for that fight. So I know he's been in the gym, or at least on his Instagram account, he was posting videos of him back in the gym, staying fit, working out. I want to say about 5-6 days after the fight with Chisora. I remember because I posted the video. I mean, he was back. He's been back working out, staying fit. He did that less than a week after the fight. Now, I don't know if he was doing hard sparring. I mean, I'm just going off the clips he was posting on Instagram. Just, you know, cardio and lifting weights, and pretty much the cardio and lifting weights, just staying fit. Again, I don't know if he was sparring or what he was doing as far as boxing in the gym, boxing, you know what I mean? But so yeah, he's been, you know, he hasn't, it's pretty much no days off. I mean, he really hasn't taken any days off since that Chisora fight. Credit to Chisora too, because I think about a week or so after the fight, like a week and a half after the fight with Whyte, he also was back working out. So, but anyways, who is he going to fight? Will it be somebody, you know, will it be a competitive fight? I'm not sure. Now, there's so many fighters that Dillian Whyte has called out, man, in the last few weeks here. Him and Brian Jennings is a fight that I would love to see. They had some words with each other during the David Haye and Tony Bellew weigh-in. They were going back and forth. I would love to see that fight. Could it be made May 27th? You would think. I mean, I'm not sure it'll happen, though. Derek Chisora, the rematch, they've been talking about that ever since the final bell of their first fight. They've been talking, you know, people have been talking about a rematch between those two. So could it happen May 27th? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, been so many names thrown out there. Tony Bellew have been going back and forth with Dillian Whyte. I don't think that could be made May 27th, but they've been going back and forth. You know what I mean? So the moment Dominic Breazeale beat Israel Gono, Dillian Whyte came out on his Instagram account and left, you know, saying that he wants to fight Breazeale for the WBC silver title. That was according to Dillian Whyte. It's on his Instagram. And he also seen an IFL TV interview where Dillian Whyte said that he talked to Eddie Hearn about it, and Eddie Hearn is trying to make something happen with Breazeale and Dillian Whyte for the fall time. So all these options are great, man. Any of these fights, if it's a Chisora rematch, I would see. Now that one is a tricky one. Yes, it was a great fight. 12 rounds of great action. But me just being the way I am, I like to just see fresh fights too. I love rematches. You know what I mean? And that fight is warranted for a rematch. Don't get me wrong, but I just like to see fresh fights. You know what I mean? So if that fight is made, I'm watching the fight. You know what I mean? But Jennings, fresh fight, I would love to see it. Bellew, the Dominic Breazeale fight, that's probably the one I say that I'm ranking the highest out of all the opponents. The Jennings, Bellew, and Chisora rematch, I'll probably say Breazeale. I think that'll be the most entertaining fight. And I believe that since they're both highly rated by the WBC, that they will be damn close to positioning themselves for a mandatory position somewhere down the line. If not after that fight, maybe that fight is the mandatory, probably. I'm not sure the WBC is going to do it, because you do have Luis Ortiz, who's rated highly by the WBC, although he is the WBA mandatory. Pulev, same thing with him. He's rated highly by the WBC, although he is the IBF mandatory right now currently. So eventually these rankings are going to change. You know what I mean? So we'll see what Pulev and Ortiz does as far as their mandatory positions with the other sanctioning bodies, because that will affect their WBC rankings. Because if they lose or they take on and compete for that title, they will lose their rankings. So Brazil. Then you got Andy Ruiz Jr., who's rated high too. So maybe a Dillian Whyte Brazil won't be for a immediate title shot, but maybe it'll put them in the final eliminator, or hell, maybe it is, for the mandatory. I don't know how the WBC is going to do it, but a lot of fights got to be made. A lot of things got to happen. These rankings will change, but if you're asking me which fight is the Brazil fight, I want to see Dillian Whyte versus Brazil. I think stylistically just be very entertaining. Brazil type of guy. He's not really trying to rely on superb boxing skill. He's the guy that wants to show up and fight. And he'll try to pressure you. He's a big dude. He's 6'7", 260 pounds. He wants to pressure you, apply a lot of pressure behind the jab. He wants to land his right hand. He wants to go to war, take it to the trenches. You know what I mean? And Dillian Whyte is a guy that doesn't back down from a fight. And if Brazil does charge at him like that, and try to pressure him and walk him down, Dillian Whyte will return fire. He will fight out of that. How will Brazil respond? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see how that unfolds. I think there'd be a war. And Brazil's a big man. You know what I mean? So, and Whyte, he got a little pop too, man. That dude got a little pop too. So, I think that'd be a good fight, man. You guys let me know what you think about Dillian Whyte's return May 27th. If it's a competitive fight, I would love to see it, but I'm thinking it's going to be more of a journeyman level type of guy to get in the ring, and then hopefully it's setting up the Brazil fight in the fall, so. But hey, if it's not that and it's something they're trying to get him a big fight, then shit, let's get the ball moving. You know what I mean? Let's get the opponent out there. But I think it'd be a more of a journeyman level fighter, and they'll set something up big for Dillian Whyte going into the later part of the year. That's just my opinion on it. I guess we'll sit back and wait to see what unfolds. I'm out.